are some common mistakes that women make while calculating their fertile period, which a lot of women believe that they know how to calculate, whereas they are making a big error in calculating their fertile period. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 mistakes women make while calculating their fertile period. Pregnancy with Dr. Noella, where we tell you everything about pregnancy and other women related health issues. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 mistakes women make while calculating their fertile period. The first mistake is they take their cycle to start from when the menses ended. That's when their flow ended. So they take their day 1 as the day the menses ended, which normally you have to take your day 1 as the day the menses started. For example, if a woman flows for 3 days, at the 3rd day, that's when she will consider her day 1. If a woman flows for 5 days, on the 5th day, she's going to consider her day 1. But no, we consider it from your cycle begins from day 1 as the menses starts flowing. So we have made a video on how to calculate your menstrual cycle, your fertile days, and your unsafe period and your safe period. So after this, you can watch it and know how to calculate that. Second is, some women believe that after they flow, they add some few 2 or 3 days after the flow, and they know that they are safe.
Yes. Yes. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 5 days more. Yes. And then from that number 6, they go reach the next one at the 5th.
Very wrong. You are instead entering into the unsafe zone. So the first thing is you need to know your cycle, and once you know your cycle, you need to know when to calculate the ovulation day. Then most of the times, since they always say the average woman's menstrual cycle is 28 days, most of the women believe that their cycle is 28 days. So they know that the ovulation day is on day 14, which it is very, very wrong, because if you have a short cycle, your ovulation day will be a bit earlier than day 14, and if you have a longer cycle, it's going to be a bit later. So in this case, you calculated wrongly, and these are the situations where if you have a long distance relationship and if you don't calculate your ovulation day properly, you're going to miss it, and they might feel that there is a problem when there is actually no problem. So you should know that day 14 does not go for everybody. You know your cycle and you calculate your own ovulation day. Know that when they are seeing their menses during the flow, which normally we don't advise women to have sexual intercourse during that time because it's a bit unhygienic. So but if they have sexual intercourse during the time they are seeing their menses, they know they can never get pregnant. But if you have a short day cycle, for example, if you have a 21-day cycle, so if you have your menses, it flows for 5 days and you have sexual intercourse on day 4, definitely after 2 days, that's when your ovulation is occurring. So you can get pregnant in that kind of situation. So it's very important still to know your cycle. Your own cycle is not the same as that of your friend or your family member. The 5th mistake that women make is to consider it according to the calendar. First is like a woman will say, I saw my menses on the 5th, I'm expecting to see it on the 5th of next month. The next month I should see it on the 5th, that it comes every 5th. No, it's surely just a coincidence that it comes every 5th of the month. But if you want to take it critically, if you have a 28-day cycle, if you see your menses on the 5th, definitely you cannot see it on the 5th of the next month. You will see it earlier than that. If you have a longer cycle, you can see it during that time. So with that, you don't consider your menses according to the calendar. Once you are taking the calendar just to mark it and know when you will be having your ovulation, but it does not mean that if you're seeing it on the 1st, you should be seeing it every 1st of every month. Secondly, it's still on this calendar, there are ones that they say, I've seen my menses twice in a month. It's confusing. But if you have a 25-day cycle, it's possible for you to see your menses twice in a month. If you see it on the 2nd, you can see it on the 27th of that same month. Or if you see it on the 1st of this month, you see it on the 25th of that same month. If you have a longer cycle, if you see you can miss 1 month without seeing your period, for example, if you have a 33-day cycle, and if you see your menses on the 31st of a month, the next month can pass all through, especially if it's a 30 days month, even 31 days month, it can pass all through, and the next month you see it. So that month you will not see your menses, and it should not be frightening, it should not make you panic. So it's normal for some women to see their menses twice in a month, and it's normal to skip some 1 month without you seeing your menses in women who have a longer cycle. So it's important we know our cycle. Learn how to calculate your menstrual cycle so that you're not going to be confused when maybe some situations happen. If this was helpful to you, please give a thumbs up to this video. So if you need a private consultation with us, book a consultation using this link below. Thank you very much.